about how he was working with somebody and then he decided to do it alone. He said, fuck that, I'm doing this by myself. Is it? I feel like that answers the question, right?
Even though I know they gonna piss me off.
Вы просто не... Вы просто не справились. Ужасная болезнь.
Alright, folks. We have questions. We have things to get to the bottom of. Okay. First of all, is he working alone? I intuitively... Organized crime. Notice this has several people in it. But who's the... Okay, yeah, there's several people in it. Organized crime. There's also the concept that there's multiple people that look like him. Oh my god, organized crime and change of plans. I'm sticking to my original insight about how he was working with somebody and then he decided to do it alone. He said, fuck that, I'm doing this by myself. Is it... I feel like that answers the question, right? That he doesn't have other people. Does he have like stunt doubles or a twin? Rival competition. What could that mean? Rival competition. Blackmail paid off. Is this about the YouTube video? Is this about the YouTube video that popped up after he was arrested? Greed. Is the YouTube video fake? Private property. I'm inclined to think about how he was working with someone. Notice this has several people in it. But is the... Okay, yeah, there's several people in it. Organized crime. There's also the concept that there's multiple people that look like him. Oh my god, organized crime and change of plans. I'm sticking to my original insight about how he was working with somebody and then he decided to do it alone. He said, fuck that, I'm doing this by myself. Is it... I feel like that answers the question, right? That he doesn't have other people. Does he have like stunt doubles or a twin? Rival competition. What could that mean? Rival competition. Blackmail paid off. Is this about the YouTube video? Is this about the YouTube video that popped up after he was arrested? Greed. Is the YouTube video fake? Private property. I'm inclined to think that... I was inclined to think that somebody posted the video on behalf of him. But with the private property, I don't think so. I think he actually did post that video. Anything else you need to know about the situation? Medical emergency. I love that aliens are on the back of the deck. I guess with the medical emergency, obviously I'm hoping he's okay. But I'm very, very curious to know if he's going to have a medical emergency while being surveillance. Oh. Pattern repetition. One more. Aliens. Treason. That's a bit much. I don't know. This seems like a whole other video, so if you want, I'll go into this. The surveillance, or when I say a whole other video, I mean a different topic. Like, surveillance in a medical emergency. I think some shit's gonna happen to him. We already know he has back problems. And he has those rods or screws or whatever the fuck in his back. We're gonna try to get to the bottom of it. If it's the same guy. We're gonna try to get to the bottom of it. If it's the same guy and if it's the same gun. Because listen, there were people in my comments talking about how the ballistics don't match, okay? And obviously the big one is that it's not the same dude, okay? So I am going to in the same manifesto because apparently there is one potentially written by the police and then there is one that could be real, okay? Allegedly they got the real one released on like Reddit and shit. So let's start with the ballistics first. Is it the same gun? Power supply? This is kind of something that's probably be better for tarot. Psychic abilities, intuition. It's so funny. Ballistics don't match, okay? And obviously the big one is that it's not the same dude, okay? So I am going to in the same manifesto because apparently there is one potentially written by the police and then there is one that could be real, okay? Allegedly they got the real one released on like Reddit and shit. So let's start with the ballistics first. Is it the same gun? Power supply? This is kind of something that's probably be better for tarot. Psychic abilities, intuition. It's so funny. I pulled the tarot card right after that. Okay. Allegedly they got the real one released on like Reddit and shit. So let's start with the ballistics first. Is it the same gun? Power supply? This is kind of something that's probably be better for tarot. Psychic abilities, intuition. It's so funny. I pulled the tarot card right after that. Let's pull tarot real quick. I answer yes or no questions every day, so don't doubt my ability to give a yes or no answer from the cards. Seeing ballistics. The sun. That is the most... Guys, that is the most obvious answer. Okay, so it's the same gun. Alright. Maybe we just have information wrong about the ballistics. The same gun, okay. The same manifesto. Dismemberment. That shit is taken apart. I feel like they could make it have the same vibe. Military operation. Get the fuck out of here. Okay, wrong. Alright, they clearly don't have the same one. At this point, I don't know how I saw it was like Reddit speculative. Okay, so right gun, wrong manifesto. Okay, right gun, wrong manifesto. So he's talking about how the money has been planted on him. The bag he has is just waterproof, not blocking cell signal, and they planted a manifesto on him. They have his real one, but the one they found was fake. What's that about? It seems like it's planted. Is he the real guy? Is it the same guy the whole time? Has it been the same guy the whole time? Digital and tunnel underground. Don't know if Joe Burrow upped his security presence 5D portal. That's the second time now I've gotten portal and tunnel. I mean, digital. Whether or not this is linked to those South American theft rings. Breakup, divorce, separation. That, on Hard Knocks, just recently Joe Burrow bragged about that deal for $3 million. And that's kind of against the NFL advice of, don't talk about. Looks like your car you might have at your house. Yeah, no. I want to warn you, Connell, that if you're interested in that vehicle, it's not even street legal. You can't drive that thing. Originally, I said that he did this on his own because he didn't want other people involved. Do I think that that's true? Yes, because I feel like he discussed his plans with somebody else, and the plans that he discussed, or the person he discussed the plans with, he's not involved with. Did he find a twin? Yes. I feel like they had a moment of an exchange almost. Break up and divorce. Am I right? Am I right? Yeah! Sorry to get out of whack, but like, the Six of Pentacles and the Two of Cups balanced. And I read the Two of Cups as truth. What's the card in my hand? My lab was secret government program. Shut the fuck up. We're trying to get to the bottom.
But his vision ends with H. He had AMD. I didn't know it then, but it can progress to GA, an advanced form of the disease. His struggle with vision loss from AMD made me want to help using warning signs of GA, like hazy or blurred vision, so it's hard to see fine details, colors that appear dull or washed out, or trouble with low light. That makes driving at night a real challenge. If you think you have GA, don't wait. Treatments are available. Ask a retina specialist about FDA-approved treatments for GA and go to GAWon'tWait.com.
Meet the traveling trio, the thrill seeker, soul searcher, and ahoy, it's the explorer, each helping to protect their money with Chase. Whoa, a lost card isn't keeping this thrill seeker down. Lost her card? Not the vibe. The soul searcher is finding his identity and helping to protect it. Oh yeah, the explorer. She's looking to dive deeper, all while Chase looks out for her. Because these friends have Chase. Alerts that help check, tools that help protect, one bank that puts you in control. Chase, make more of what's yours.
We're looking for adults 45 and under to be in our HPV vaccination ad. Sound like you? Not me. In a relationship. If you're sexually active and unvaccinated, it could still be you.
I'm too old.
If you're under 45, you're not. For most people, HPV clears on its own, but for those who don't,
New age 45 that can help protect against certain HPV-related cervical, vaginal, vulvar, anal.
The trailer 28 years later dropped this
such as throat
morning, so here's some things from 28 days later and 28 weeks.
Article 9 doesn't protect everyone. It doesn't treat cancer or HPV infection. These diseases may have many causes.
Am I missing something? I don't know how to ask what I'm thinking.
Routine cervical cancer screenings are still needed. You shouldn't get Gardasil 9 if you're allergic to the vaccine.
Guidance.
I think that there is area room for improvement, which you already know. And I just heard you say that you took over custody for the grandbaby.
Yes, ma'am.
So what happened to the grandchild's parents?
So my daughter is the mother, obviously. She's not living her best, was not living her best life. And the father, it was up in the air as to who may have fathered the child. But it's the same parents as my older grandson.
Okay.
What are you thinking?
Do you guys think it's a coincidence with the CEO? And like the TikTok ban being pushed? Because personally, I feel like it's not. I don't know. Something about it seems connected. As an intuitive, I've always felt like we shouldn't worry about the TikTok ban. I said that a year ago. I still feel that now. I personally feel like if we do get TikTok banned, we're only getting a ban for a very short time. Like, I feel like 6 days. Maybe a week, I don't know. Like, I always feel like, we're gonna get it back, okay? If we lose it, we're gonna get it back. It might look a little bit different, perhaps, but I don't feel like we're losing it. I also feel like there's a social media that's, like, really pushed on.
How to spot fake tarot reader. Oh, Jemison. This is a paid reading. This reading is $55 and is going out to my Jemison. So, Jemison, let's get started with your reading. If you're ready, go ahead and drop the skull emoji in the chat. Jemison, so it looks like you have a faulty Morplexicon, and the manifesting for for the catalytic converter is logging the metallic transition piece for the spontaneous combustion. Now, in an effort to fix the spontaneous combustion, we are going to need to work on our water softener for the home to the catalytic converter compatible. Now, in an effort to combat the agnostic approach, we're going to ask that you climb a tree made of sea salt and moss. How to spot fake tarot reader. Jemison. This is a paid reading. This reading is $55 and is going out to my Jemison. So, Jemison, let's get started with your reading. If you're ready, go ahead and drop the skull emoji in the chat. Jemison, so it looks like you have a faulty Merplexicon, and the manifesting for the catalytic converter is logging the metallic transition piece for the spontaneous combustion. Now, in an effort to fix the spontaneous combustion, we are going to need to work on our water softener for the home to the catalytic converter compatible. Now, in an effort to combat the agnostic approach, we're going to ask that you climb a tree made of sea salt and moss. How to spot fake tarot reader. Jemison. This is a paid reading. This reading is $55 and is going out to my Jemison. So, Jemison, let's get started with your reading. If you're ready, go ahead and drop the...
Totally agree with this mindset. So on my account right now, I'm only following, I think now it's like 300, I'm not sure, but I'm only following a couple hundred people and I have over 2,000 followers. And that's because this video just blew up. If you go to my bio and you click my main account, the ratio is much more even because that account I've been growing slowly since April. This account I just started growing a couple of weeks ago. I posted the video this comment's attached to, and that video took off, and people are following me faster than TikTok will let me follow them back.
With the click of a pen, you can get a new Volkswagen at the Sign Then Drive event. Lease a 2024 Tiguan for $0 down, 0 deposit, 0 first month payment, and 0 due at signing. Limited inventory available.
What happens is if you try to follow people back too quickly, TikTok thinks you're a bot. So you can only follow like 10 people in a row until TikTok's like, no, sorry. So you can follow like 10 people, then you have to go in and watch some videos off your FYP, leave some comments, engage in other places, and then TikTok will let you follow again. And I unfortunately can't spend hours and hours doing that because that takes...
In einem meiner ersten Videos überhaupt habe ich ja mal die Geschichte erzählt von einem Chor, wo die Lehrerin eigentlich einen reinen Mädchenchor wollte, aber wir 2, 3 Typen keinen Bock mehr hatten auf Kunst bei dem einen Lehrer, wir aber ein künstlerisches Fach im Abi wählen mussten und deswegen zusammen in den Chor gegangen sind. Und als wir dann aufgetaucht sind beim Chor, die Lehrerin hatte von Anfang an sowas von null Bock auf uns. Wir hatten aber zu dem Zeitpunkt Chor für das Semester schon festgelegt, es gab kein Zurück mehr. Dann teilt die Lehrerin die Blätter aus, wir fangen an zu üben, Diamonds von Rihanna war das. Sie sitzt da noch keine 10 Minuten am Klavier, als sie auf einmal abrupt aufhört. Wir werfen uns alle so verwirrte Blicke und sie schaut mich an und sie sagt zu mir, Levi, kannst du bitte ein bisschen leiser singen? Du kannst einfach nicht singen. Ich muss in der Situation einfach anfangen zu lachen, weil es so absurd war.
A smaller level.
There's officially a plan out on TikTok where you can win up to $5,000. Here's everything you need to know about it. Y'all remember the last challenge they had? I gave you the exact strategy of how to win these. I posted that exact strategy and I won $500. So you need to lock in. This is the hashtag Money Saving Tips Challenge where you post videos about saving money. These are all the time frames you need to know about. The submission period. You can post videos for this between November 19th and December 24th. Contest.
You're reading. I wanted to share an oracle card with you guys. This is from the Messages of Life. The Messages of Life oracle deck. This oracle deck is always sweet. If I'm in the trenches, this oracle deck will help me out. Okay. And it's actually the deck I've used the longest, which is funny. So I have this card. It's called All That Is. And it has like a little pathway. Okay. It says, today I notice the love that powers all of life. I see that each tiny part of the universe is an expression of that love, and I am aware of the presence of God in all things. If you're not...
I just feel like on this app or just the world in general, people will always find fault in any and everything. You could get on this app dressed all the way up, covered up with a turtleneck on, a face mask, not an inch of skin showing, counting pinto beans. And there will be some people that will get on here and find fault in that. Why are you counting pinto beans? Why can't it be black-eyed peas? Why are you counting so slow? Why does it fucking matter? And as far as the cooking with Kaya's situation, I honestly don't see why it is even a situation. There's so many other things to be outraged about. And I saw some videos where people were saying they didn't have an actual...
Around 10 years ago, I had to stop taking over-the-counter sleeping medication, and this was a decision that I made, but it needed to be done. The reason was because I would take sleeping medication, I would go to sleep, or so I thought. The next morning, I have so confirmations of orders that I had placed in my sleep. It was like fun first, like a gift from my past self, but after a while it was like, okay, I don't have the money to be ordering things off of Etsy every 10 seconds, which was okay. Etsy hated to see me coming during that time, or loved it, depending on which angle you go from. I was in particular keeping this one cold weather.
Have a great day, my little colon love. Quick question. How's Susie been doing in here? Oh, she's been doing a lot better in here, actually. Following directions, keeping her hands to herself, using nice words. I've been really proud of her. Oh, good. Good. Well, we've been trying a new parenting approach with her at home, so it's good to know that it's been working. Oh, well, that's great. You know, sometimes it just takes a little trial and error. Yep. Alrighty, well, you guys have a good day. If you have any problems with her moving forward, just remind her that bad kids go to hell. Sorry, what now? Just if she starts making bad choices again, just remind her to straighten up, or that's where she'll be going. Oh, yeah, I don't feel comfortable doing that. No, it's fine. We're religious, so it's okay to tell her that. Nah, I'll pass on that one, but thanks. I'm her mother, and I'm telling you what to do. I understand what you think is happening here, but I'm not going to continue emotionally traumatized. From a creator aspect, as far as the TikTok ban goes, I actually am, I don't want to say excited, but like optimistic with this, okay? I do feel like obviously anybody that inhabits TikTok regularly is going to find a social media to hang out in, okay? But I think for creators, this gives us an opportunity to kind of refresh things, look at how we want to move forward, right? What we want to post, okay?
Guys, you know what's really sad to me is
so Jay-Z just got accused of essaying and raping a 13-year-old with Sean Diddy Combs back in 2000 at a MTV's VMAs after party, whatever. I had to go Google this myself to make sure that this was actually accurate, because there's been a lot of speculations and stuff going around on Twitter and everything about Jay-Z being linked with Diddy, but there was nothing to show for it. Until now. Once I saw that it was legitimate news networks and stuff reporting this, I was like, oh, this is serious. But it's also going to be interesting, because now that's going to link him to a lot of people. This can go real bad, real fast, if they don't get ahead of this, for sure. Like, his lawyers and stuff got to be prepared for everything. It was always a chance because of how tight they were, and you know, everybody's like he had to know something. But now that it's actually like a lawsuit being filed against him and Diddy.
Hey, how are you? You're looking...
Of course, in a world where Krakens are real. You probably thought Krakens weren't real. And one of them is a girl in high school. I'm a Kraken in high school who's scared. She makes a friend. Hey, I'm the popular girl. I'll be your friend. What will happen? That's alright. Check it out. But that friend is secretly a mermaid and they're evil. I'm secretly a mermaid and I'm evil. She has to master her Kraken powers. I got Kraken powers? And prom night. But prom is tomorrow. Who will she go with?
I'll go.
Ich habe gerade meine Nebenkostenabrechnung bekommen und wir machen jetzt zusammen eine Live-Reaction. Das Ding ist, das komplette letzte Jahr war meine Heizung kaputt und ich habe es nicht gemerkt, deswegen habe ich letztes Jahr extrem viel Geld zurückbekommen. Die haben dann aber auch entsprechend meine Miete runtergesetzt, deswegen werde ich dieses Jahr auf jeden Fall nachzahlen müssen. Die Frage ist nur, wie viel. So, Betriebskostenabrechnung. Wir freuen uns. Schauen wir mal, was wird. Aha, aha, aha. Digga, ist das alles kompliziert? Wo steht denn, wie viel ich nachzahlen muss? Ah, ich hab's. Guthaben minus 116 Euro. Warte mal, ich krieg wieder was zurück? Die Abrechnung hat ein Guthaben in Höhe von 116,93 Euro.
Oh my god, you guys, did you see what Mark Elias said earlier tonight? He was replying to someone who said that they really hope that December ends up being a gloves off month for the Democrat. And he said, just watch me. What? Oh my god, you guys, did you see what Mark Elias said earlier tonight? He was replying to someone who said that they really hope that December ends up being a gloves off month for the Democrat. And he said, just watch me. What? Oh my god, you guys, did you see what Mark Elias said earlier tonight? He was replying to someone who said that they really hope that December ends up being a gloves off month for the Democrat. And he said, just watch this.
Have a marvelous day, my sweet angel.
I wonder if more
Hey, do you mind grabbing us dinner tonight? Grabbing you dinner?
Julia.
Like us grabbing dinner together, me bringing it to you?
We're going to talk to the other side.
Forget it.
I think it's fascinating, and this is a way for John Fetterman to make
Alright,
the
let's
point
address
that
the
many
rumors.
other
TikTok did not
Democrats have made over the
buy
past few
Lemonade.
weeks
There's
since those
something
elections
merging. There was no bridges between the two. They are just merging. You can now use your login credentials to log into Lemonade. It is a merge. Definitely, I've seen a lot of people say that your followers will transfer from TikTok. It's not going to transfer. Simply just able to use your login credentials. When you post on Lemonade, you might get notified via TikTok, and then when the people that you follow post on Lemonade, you also might get notified. And then lastly, I've seen where they're saying that like the layouts and stuff aren't going to be the exact same. It's not the exact same because Lemonade lets you tailor and pick the content.
I always have to be careful how I say it on here, but Jay-Z has gotten in trouble for essaying a 13-year-old girl at a party. Now, I just want to go on record by saying I've been told y'all. I knew stuff was going to come out about Jay-Z. I knew because when he first met Beyonce, she was 18. And
When I woke up this morning, I had about 300 followers. When I got home from the movie theater, I had 1,200 followers. A video I posted a couple days ago blew up a little bit, got 10K views, and I appreciate everybody so much. I want to pay it forward. I am going to end up in TTJ, TikTok jail, if I'm not careful, but I am trying to follow people back as quickly as TikTok will let me. And in the meantime, go and follow Lindsay. Lindsay's got a goal to get to 1K.
I want to say something controversial because I'm in the mood to rile some people up tonight. Those rage baiters, they're kind of marketing geniuses. Some of them. But let's talk about it. The first time I met a rage bait creator in LA when I was at an influencer event, and they were a completely different person in real life, like they were just a regular person. No, I'm not going to tell you who it was. And they were so intelligent. They held themselves with so much like poise, just a professional young person, so kind too, like somebody I'd be friends with. But on the internet, they're the most annoying person I think I've ever seen. And they were just like, yeah, I paid for my future kids' college because of this. You know what? In this day and age, where so much is run by corruption, and you're posting little annoying videos and make.
What should we do?
Going to cashnetusa.com. I can apply in minutes, and if approved, we can have the money as soon as the same business day.
Go to cashnetusa.com to apply for the money you need.
Vinyl windows seem to be a typical choice here in the local area. Some companies even advertise high-quality vinyl. Ann Romer here. Before you invest in vinyl windows, listen to what Michael Smith of Renewal by Anderson has to say.
With our temperature swings, vinyl tends to warp, which causes condensation between the panes and drafts. And most vinyl windows just look very low end to begin with. Our customers don't want that.
And what are Renewal by Anderson's windows made of?
Our windows are made out of a thermopolymer composite material called Fibrex. It's beautiful like wood, but it doesn't require the maintenance of wood, and we engineered it to be 2 times stronger than vinyl. So you're getting a window that will really last.
Now this is innovation. You have a feature on your windows that allows for a better view.
Our TrueSeam screens are made out of an ultra-fine stainless steel mesh, which is virtually invisible. You get less dirt buildup, more fresh air circulation, and a better view out of your windows.
Now, if we're talking about comfort, how much does the glass matter?
The glass in the window makes a huge difference. Our high-performance low E4 smart sunglass is infused with silver oxide. It's engineered to help keep the cold air outside in the winter and keep the warm air outside in the summer. It also blocks 95% of the harmful UV rays that fade your furniture and your hardwood floors.
Well, that's impressive, Michael. Thank you. And right now, Renewal by Andersen has a great offer for homeowners.
Before December 31st, save 20% on every window, save 20% on every patio door, and save 20%
Picking your bag
on
and
every
securing your
entry
kids'
door.
future.
Plus,
Hey,
get an extra $100 off your
if we're living in a world that has so much corruption right now, and people in my state are getting paid $7.25 minimum wage and $2.13 minimum serving wage, $2.30 an hour in Mississippi, and you can post